about to go. Should we wait a few minutes before we go? Like sing songs to let more people get on? I don't know. Yeah, perfect. Let's give it some time. Good. Well, I'll be able to see how many. I imagine we'll start seeing other people chiming in quite a bit as time goes. Here's me and my first tour manager, Jeff Griffin. We were down in South Padre partying. We got matching outfits. He wasn't a very good tour manager at the time. He's gotten a lot better since then. Tick tock, tick tock. I could show you an elephant I'm working on. It's pretty close to an elephant. I'll show you. My wife's favorite animal is an elephant. So I sculpted her an elephant. And I'm gonna make that into like a paperweight for her desk. Phil, I don't want to put that back, I'll break it. A lot of art, a lot of sculpting. I've got about 3 sculptures that I'm working on pretty steadily here at my house. This room, I'm lucky. I've got quite a bit of my own personal space right here in this office, and I get like you know, I lock the door when I leave. I'm teasing, but yeah. No, that sculpture is made out of clay, and then we get it molded and then cast in bronze. So that'll be in bronze at the when it's in. So that it's brown clay, but I understand why you'd think that's wood, but it's not finished yet. It's close, really close. But yeah, you know, I don't have a lot to do if I'm not on the road singing, so I have to make stuff up. I've been spending a lot of time making songs out for my internet friends. It's a Colorado hat, if you can see that. But yeah, I wear it to play golf. The inspiration for pretty much everything in my life has always been my family, my wife and kids, and my brothers and sisters. I have 9 brothers and sisters, and so it's a lot, but plenty of storylines in all of that, if you will. But I got into art pretty seriously about 10 years ago, and I started creating things with metal mostly. Yeah, huge family. Huge. 26 grandkids as of right now, as far as I know. My wife is at the bar drinking with her. She has a group of girlfriends. They call themselves the Cougars and the Kittens. And I'll let you make your own determination of who's the cougar and the kitten. The family reunion is very, very expensive, and I'm glad I don't have to pay for it. Yeah, I think she's making the transition over to cougar. I don't know what the age limit is, and I'm not really allowed to discuss that. So I just leave that alone as the next generation of kittens start moving in. Oh, my favorite place I've ever played. Well, that's a difficult question. I think you'd have to kind of go by size, is what I would say. Now, if I'm playing a little tiny dance hall, I'd say Green Hall, Luckenbach. If I'm playing a mid-size venue, I'd say Austin City Limits in Austin, the Moody Theater there. Maybe Stubbs is on that list. The Terminal 5 in New York City is a great mid-level. My favorite big venue is got to be in Denver. What's it called? Gosh dang it.
Grizzly Rose?
No, Red Rocks.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks. Grizzly Rose. No. Anyway, Red Rocks in Denver is great, and I did one show at Madison Square Garden, which blew my head off. Forever Young is right. my answer to forever young is I'll probably just die young. I don't care. I've had a wonderful time. Been a great ride. So New York, it's 8 o'clock. All right. First place I ever want to visit after quarantine is my own bed. My wife won't let me sleep. I'm just teasing. I think, well, that's a hard answer. I think what I want to do is just be in a crowded restaurant. I think that the more I get to see people and look them in the eyes and say hello to friends, I don't know, that we've got some great restaurants down here in Fort Worth. People don't really know that it's a big town. There's over 1 million people here. So we've got great food, and I'm excited to run into my friends at these restaurants that I love to go and see them and talk to them and shake their hands and hug them and, ask them how their kids are doing. Your music is his lifesaver. Oh man, law enforcement, fantastic. Yeah, that's a very honorable job to have. Let's see here. I was like 8 years old at my first show at River Road Ice House. I'm not sure you were there for that one. Maybe 9 years old, but I've been going down there forever. Anyway, River Road is a very special place to me. I've been doing that. Yeah, you said 2000 something. I think more like 1980 or 90 something. Yeah, Hansel, I'm with you, man. You know what I've been doing? I'll tell you what I've been doing. Here's something to talk about. In grocery stores, I look people straight in the eye. Strangers, complete strangers. And in Fort Worth, they don't have the mandated mask, and we only have 4 documented cases down here in Tarrant County. But anyway, so literally I look them in the face and I go, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? It's gonna be over. Be patient. Da, 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 da. And I try to just give people a little bit of joy, something to, brighten the day. I just think that's a cool thing. I think that folks in New York could use a little bit of that. I know y'all have to wear the masks, but Arizona. But you can still talk to them and look in the eye, and your eyes tell you if you're smiling or not. Anyway, Arizona, I would love to. I used to have a brother that lives out there. And anyway, Arizona. I love the Cricket Center out there in Scottsdale. Happiness is hard right now. But it's the biggest part of mental health for sure. Anyway, please tell me whitewater or green. We have a green show booked in October. But now I don't know. I really don't know what the plan is for River Road and Green reopening. We don't have a really staged, timing for when we're going to get back to business, so to speak. And anyway, I would be hoping that we can get back to it, because it gets so hot in the summer here. There's no way a virus can survive that. I can barely survive that. I'm a huge virus. Least favorite song to play. Where do I start? There's so many songs that I wrote when I was younger that I really just don't. I can't get into. I really don't know what I was thinking or why I was thinking that. Maybe I had 2 or 3 songs and I just kind of combined them all together. But I really feel like that's like anybody else. If you listen to, and I'm certainly not going to, they're the Crazy Wings at George's are best. But I think if you listen to the Beatles, I'm not comparing myself to them, they're the greatest of all time. But if you listen to their early songs and then listen to their later songs, they're so much different, and they're just older, they're better, they're more seasoned players, and so they didn't just write I Want to Hold Your Hand. Now they're writing Eleanor Rigby, da 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 da. You see what I'm saying? There's a big transition in any musician's life where they don't want to be the person that they were when they started. They want to be what they are now, and that's how we get there. But anyway, I love the Crazy Wings, but my favorite thing is named after me. It's the Pat Green Southside Sandwich, which is chicken, avocado, pico de gallo, bacon, and chicken. Maybe a dash of Thousand Island dressing on the side for the French fries. There you go. All right, yes, we all do dumb shit, that's for sure. Me and Billy the Kid, we play that most every night on the band. It's such a big, powerful song. Still love that song. What's it, Sean? And but yes, Joe Ely was one of my first teachers in the music business, and he wrote that song. He's been a great friend of mine throughout, for the last 25 years. And so yeah, he and his wife have had me sleep on the couch and eat supper, and they're super cool people. College Station, Texas. Oh, I knew there'd be an Aggie in here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, Hastings. I remember playing there, just sitting on a stool with a microphone, and I had everybody sit down like we were in kindergarten. I was like, okay, we're gonna just have to be real quiet. Anyway, hey, I want to show you all this. My wife had this cup made during this COVID stuff. Isn't that the best? Sorry if there's any kids watching, but shall I play a song? Shall I? We're about 8 minutes in, so here we go. In answer to a previous question, this is not my least favorite song to play. This is my favorite song to play because it was the first song that I ever thought was a pretty good song. Maybe just a little bit tired of the city. Billboards and BS got her down. Seemed like I need a little hill country, yeah. A little back roads driving, a little bit of old top down. Yeah, everybody gotta get away sometime. Forget about yourself for a while. Seems to me that all you need is a ragtop car to ride with me, okay? Alright, just might get a little high tonight, okay? Alright, carry on. So I wrote this song with Walt Wilkins in the back garage at the house that he was renting. Well, it was actually, he was renting the back garage, and that was his house at the house he was renting. All right, here we go. Oh, Walt Wilkins lives back in Nashville. You know, his eyes have seen him miles. Walt, why don't you jump in Jim T's caddy? Now come down to Texas and drink with me a while. Yeah, everybody gotta get away sometime. Forget about yourself for a while. We'll go down to El Arroyo. We'll have some tacos and beer, baby, let ourselves know it's okay. Alright, just might try to get it right tonight. I'm okay, I'm alright, carry on. I'm sorry that I can't get close enough to, get far enough away where you can see me playing guitar, but the truth is, if I'm any further than this, I can't see my computer. Old man. Life will make sure that you got your trouble. Life will make sure that you work too hard. Ain't nobody that don't get tired of watching troubles pile up big in your own backyard. Yeah, sometimes you gotta grab your world with your own two hands. Instead of spinning on course all year on. Take yourself a big bag for your shoulder, yeah. Find yourself some good times and bring them on back home, home. Yeah, and everybody gotta get away sometime. Forget about yourself for a while. You live your whole life up there on that shelf. You got no one to blame but your own damn self. That's okay. alright. Heaven only knows what's gonna happen tonight. I'm okay, alright. I'm okay, baby, I'm alright. I'm okay, yes, I'm alright. Carry on. How about that? You know, here's another piece of that story that when we were writing that song, I've been there. It was my first trip to Nashville to ever write with a professional songwriter, and Walt was from Texas. His folks and my folks, we all grew up in Waco. Anyway, so when we were sitting there, and I was supposed to be on the 4:00 flight. We started writing this song at about 2:00. Now you could push the limit a little bit back then. And anyway, long story short, Walt and I wrote the first verse and chorus, and we were getting closer and closer to the end of our time, and I had to go to the airport, and I said, tell what, you go over there, I'll go over here, I'll write the second verse, you write the third verse. We did it in like 20 minutes, and Walt is responsible for the Life Will Make Sure That You Got Your Troubles verse, and I, of course, put Walt Wilkins in a song that he helped me write. He's still embarrassed about that, but anyway. Sorry, when I'm playing, I have a hard time reading what other people are saying because, well, it's hard to read a conversation when, I'm sorry, I got two on my guitar. It's hard to read a conversation when you're singing your own words. You get confused pretty easy. There we go. All right. So here we go. Back to the chat now. Yeah, I think, you know, my father-in-law, there's a question from Crystal Ray, says, love the, oh no, excuse me, well, anyway, love the energy. And my father-in-law said it better than anybody I know, and he was talking to me and to my wife, but he goes, y'all are the goingest little fuckers I've ever met. And that is true. I think that life is meant to be lived, and it's for the living, and it's for those people that want to enjoy it. I don't understand the Eeyores in life. If you ever listen to Winnie the Pooh, I just, you know, I'm the opposite. I'm Tigger, bouncy, fun. And the best thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. And but there's other people I know that are Eeyore. Hello, Winnie. Not a good day. Anyway, so yeah, I'm bouncy. We're gonna see about that. What was my second career choice? You know, I started out in college in engineering physics. I don't know if that makes sense, but I wanted to build bridges, and I wanted to, you know, put together. I was a math guy, always a math guy, and then I wanted to build houses and buildings and so forth. So I went to architecture, and then I figured out that I really like to play guitar, and the guitar kind of landed on me because I broke my right arm into 17 pieces, and I couldn't do anything with it, and other than just lay it over the top of a guitar. And I learned how to play guitar my freshman year in college, and that's, you know, after that, as I slowly got better at playing guitar, that's when I landed and on my love of life. So I graduated with a degree in English, and yeah, I also met the love of my life about that same time, Corey, who is still my girl. We've been together for 25 years, but married for 20 of those years. So that's how many? No, it's not. It is the journey, Helena. Excuse me. It is all about the journey. Whatever your path is through life, as long as you can enjoy it. You know, I'm standing next to a man who's literally right off camera over here. I love to play golf. It's the way I kind of let off the steam. And I met him just by happenstance at a golf course. Fast forward, 8 years after meeting you? Mm-hmm. And then he's been working with our band for 12 years? 13 years? 10 years. 10 years. I met him 8 years, then saw him again, and I said, hey, I need a guy. He goes, I'll be the guy. And so he's been having the same kind of journey through his life. Still married, still in love. Yes, I am. She's she ain't screwing around kind of girl, though. She's a lawyer and an artist. And it's like, I live in fear. I live in great fear. What is the secret to a successful marriage? It helps if you write songs and do sculptures about your wife. That really helps quite a bit. But my line is, you can only learn one thing from patience. Number 2 is whatever you're pissed off about, going down to Home Depot, buy a ladder, and get over it. And number 3, the most powerful thing in a marriage from a husband's standpoint is, yes, dear. And that is the truth. Yeah, I feel like I'm having I'm hanging out with y'all in my den. This is pretty cool, Lauren. All right, here we go. Where did I shoot that deer? East Texas, as a matter of fact, Northeast Texas. I was out with my friend Clay Cavender of Cavender's Boot City, and he said, man, you're gonna love this place. And I'm not a big hunter at all, but I got lucky that day, and so that I won't be shooting anything else. But it was a neat thing, and blah blah blah. Yes, deer is so right. Not that deer, the deer that's hanging out with the cougars and the kittens. Anyway, can I sing? I'm gonna sing her a song, and you'll get more about that. I think you'll understand more about that. This is a song that I wrote. We were living in Austin. We were shacked up, living in sin, and I came home one night after a gig. She was in law school at the time, and we didn't have air conditioning. And anyway, I caught her sleeping on top of the covers because it was hot that night. She caught me staring at her. She was sleeping in her jammies, which was comprised of one of my button-down shirts and a pair of white cotton panties, and I was fixed, you know. And she, well, anyway, here's the story. I saw you early this morning, sleeping all dressed in white. For a moment I thought you were an angel, come and take me home alive. You woke up and you caught me staring. You smiled and said, ooh, cut it out. You said that I must be crazy about you, and I kissed you on the mouth. We took a walk on down by the seashore. Saw a poor man picking up some cans. Saw a little boy who had some salt water in his eyes, reaching out for his mama's hand. Then I watched a stranger give that man $1. Watched a mama wiping tears from her little boy's eyes. Then I stared up into the heavens. I said, oh my God, I'm glad that I'm alive. I'm glad that I'm alive. And if I am truly crazy, don't you know I like my life that way? And if I'm really going on out of my mind, I'll hop on board, make your getaway. Here's the moral of the story, right? You wake up in the morning and you turn all the lights on. Turn them out at night so that we can hide. Well, with all the lights on. Well, it helps me to appreciate the night. I hear people talk about life all the time, all the time. All they can remember are times so sad. I think that life would be awfully boring if the good times were all that we had. Now, isn't that saying something about what we're going through right now? And if I am truly crazy, don't you know I like my life that way? And if I'm really going on out of my mind, I'm on board. Your getaway. I had a little hiccup right there. Did you see that? I saw it. Try to shorten these songs up a little bit so we can get a little more stuff in there. Goodness. I missed this stuff about somebody being from El Paso, but yeah, man, that's a cool looking spot. I don't know if many people know this, but Texas is one of the only states that you can go snow skiing and piney woods and be on the beach all in the same state in one day if you have a jet. My son always asks, oh, this is for Kay Bubinik. My son, that's about the guitar pick in my wallet I caught from, Greenhall. That's great. Yeah, I try to throw out as many of these things as I can, right? You see that? That's my SIG, and then there's our little logo. But, man, I think the personal connection between what I do and what y'all do is very important, and just having a little token that you can, you can throw it in your ashtray if you want. But, yeah, I have Jerry Jess Walker's pick. I have a Willie Nelson pick. I have a Wade Bowen pick. Yeah, I really enjoy collectibles, porcelain dolls, whatever. Anyway, let's see here. Shout out to all the teachers. Heck yeah. Man, I know y'all are as lonely as I am. I haven't seen anybody in a long time. I mean, it's just driving me crazy. The last show we did was down in Houston, Texas. We had 3,000 people out to the show. Had a heck of a time, and I hadn't seen anybody since. Not a soul, except for Phil and my wife. My 16-year-old son, he's in the cave down on the other side of the house, and my 13-year-old daughter's in a cave over there. And yeah, I'd sit here and talk on the internet. That's all I really know to do. And I've learned this though. I think this looks cool that I can do this. See that? It's an awesome move. It's my only move. Assistant principal. Hey, yeah, you're right. It is tough. And you think about what it's like to go to work as a nurse or a doctor right now. I mean, I've always thought to me, they're always on the front line of whatever hospital or doctor's office that they're going to. But this is it's real walking on eggshells time for those folks for sure. All right, another song. So amazing. Yeah, happy to do it. I'm gonna keep performing for a little while longer if that's okay. Is that okay? Okay, I hope it is. All right, so I was on the road. I know a lot of you have heard these stories before, but if you haven't, I like telling them because they mean something to me. They mean a lot to the songs that I've written. It is 3 days is right. So I was on the road up in Ohio, and I was driving home from Ohio through Nashville, Tennessee to get over to where I live in Texas, and I only had a few days off, 3 days to be exact. And I was going back on the road, and anyway, I stopped off at my friend Radney Foster's house, who's from Del Rio, Texas. But he was living in Nashville at the time. And anyway, I said, "Can I take a nap? I'm exhausted." And anyway, long story short, he let me sleep on the couch as long as I wanted to. And I woke up and he'd put a guitar right next to the couch. And I woke up and I started writing this song, and he heard it from the kitchen upstairs. I was down in the basement. And anyway, he came down and we wrote this together pretty quick. chords are weird, by the way, if you want to know those chords. I think that's a B, that's an E, and that's a C sharp minor, maybe? I don't know, I just kind of play by ear. Wake up, what you been dreaming about? I ain't got a lot to say, I can talk to you for hours. The way you talk, the way that you breathe, the way that your spirit moves into me. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Now, yeah, I got 3 days to wash the road out of my soul. I got 3 days to love you out of control. And I wish I had a lifetime, hold on to you this way. Love will do some healing. Just 3 days. It sounds so much better when my band's playing with me, because they don't play by ear, they actually know how to play it right. Yeah, and hold me, help me understand why on earth I have to be such a stupid man. Live the way I do, dream the dreams I dream, so far away from you. Yeah, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Now, yeah, and I got 3 days, wash the road out of my soul. I got 3 days to love you out of control. And I wish I had a lifetime, but on to you this way. Love will do some healing. Just 3 days. Uh-oh, my daughter just got home. Did you hear that door shut? 3 days and nights, put some life back in this man. I ain't holding nothing back. You got all I am, hearts and souls and dreams. The palm of your hand. Oh, ooh, can't get that note. I got that tickle in my throat. I got 3 days, wash the road out of my soul. I got 3 days to love you out of control. And I wish I had a lifetime, hold on to you this way. Love will do some healing. Just 3 days. Twilight of a song here. There you go. Yeah, that story. I went home for 3 days. I'm sure we got in a good fight about something for me being gone so long, but went back to work. Anyway, what's next? How we doing over there? We're doing good? Mm-hmm. Doing good on time. I got a couple more in me. Need some elixir. It's just elixir. Ooh, bringing up the old shit. Oh, let's see here. If I can pull that out of my ass, I'll be very happy. Baby? Okay, so Baby Doll was written in New York City with Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20. Matchbox 20 was probably the biggest band in the U.S. at the time. Well, you'd have to argue with them and Counting Crows, probably, right then. Anyway, or maybe Hootie and the Blowfish, I'm not sure. Those three were very big at the time. And so I was really excited that I got an invitation to write with Rob. And we went to this little studio, and he had this idea for this song. It was definitely, he started this song already. He was probably, I knew he had the first verse, and he was probably working on the second, but we didn't have a chorus yet. But anyway, turned out to be a real big hit. What's my favorite drink? Water. And we don't talk about that in public. All right, here we go. So anyway, he started playing this melody. I just fell in love. It's such a cool groove. She stops and checks checks her reflection in the car parked on the corner. She said, it's hell on me that's working down at the diner. Somebody said, man, she was hot back when she was younger. Yeah, well, she was a dancer when she lived in L.A. She was someone's baby doll, beauty queen, someone on the go. Not show, and when you close your eyes, hear the music playing, you can see her dance underneath the spotlight. And when she sleeps, dreams she's back in Hollywood, back when all the world was young. She was someone's baby doll. She stops and checks her reflection in the bathroom on her lunch break. She said, I still look good for someone half of my real age. Somebody said, man, I bet she still makes love like an earthquake. Yeah, but man, she ain't letting you in, oh no, my friend, oh my friend. Time to wake up, baby doll. Put your best dress and your high heels on. Dream you're gone, and when you close your eyes, hear the music playing, and you can see her dance underneath the spotlight. And when she sleeps, dreams she's back in Hollywood, back when all the world was young. She was someone's baby doll. Stops and calls on an old friend from the payphone at the subway. She said, I feel like I'm just sitting here wasting my day away. Time to move on, baby doll. Walk away just like you did before. One and more, when you close your eyes, hear the music playing, you can see her dance underneath the spotlight. And when she sleeps, dreams she's back in Hollywood, when she was a younger girl. Pretty hard entertainment world, not sure who you wanna be. Your daddy's little drama queen. I hope that when you find yourself, you're more than just a baby doll. There you go. Whoa! That one always gets my heart beating. Love a song about a pretty girl. When did you know we're going to be a big time singer? First of all, I don't know that I'm really there yet, but when the first time we got a call saying we'd been nominated for a couple of Grammys, I knew that we had done some things pretty right. We didn't win them, but I didn't really care. Actually, the first two Grammys that we were nominated for were for that song 3 Days, the previous one. And I was still, I think we put that record out in 2002, so 18 years ago. That kind of thing will give you a lot of confidence. And I still feel, there's my daughter waving at me. I haven't seen you all day. Yeah, that's when I knew that I didn't know if y'all want to come in and say hi. We're good. They're good. I love when little girls giggle. It's the favorite noise in the house. Anyway, so that's when I knew that we were about to, go. And then when Wave on Wave came, and that song got really big. That was, I think, in 2003 or 4. And then we got to go out on the road with Dave Matthews and Kenny Chesney and Keith Urban, and we really wanted to be the next guy, but I really didn't care. I think I was really much more at that time. In 2003, my first kid came, and so then Rainey, that little girl that just ran by, came by 2 years later. So I was so glad to be a dad, and I loved my job, and so That's a really long answer for a very short question. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I think we're at 7:40. I wanted to get to this song for sure before it all came to an end. And I want. Oh, hold on. I'm losing my connection here. Where's your thing?
We're tapping.
Let me see that. Okay. No, I'm not losing it there. Okay. Well. Oh, there you're back. Sorry, I lost y'all for a second. Hey, to y'all at Pildora, this is, man, what a fantastic avenue for people to come out and play their music for everybody. I think this is, well, it's fantastic, and I'll be sure to be paying attention. And thank you. I really mean it. Thank you, Christine. This is a lot of fun for me. Anyway, I wanted to sing this song that really was the game changer that took us from okay to holy shit. And it's still, I can't believe that this was 17 years ago that we put this single out, but it still rings so true to so many people, not only just my family, anyway, but to everybody that comes to our shows. I wrote this about whatever it is that's saving you from whatever it is that's trying to kill you. And I joke and say that's my wife in both instances, but really it's just I'm very lucky to have such a wonderful person around me that well, she doesn't put up with my bullshit, and she doesn't want to. She don't want to even try. So and there's plenty of BS in my life, but I feel the same way for her, you know. I think I'm a good ground for her, and we've been together for so long, I wouldn't know what else to do. Here we go. Mile upon mile, got no direction. We're all playing the same game. We're all looking for redemption, just afraid to say the name. So caught up now in pretending what we're seeking is the truth. I'm just looking for a happy ending. All I'm looking for is you. And it came upon me wave on wave. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you sent to say? Came upon me wave on wave. Wandered out into the water, and I thought that I might drown. I don't know what I was after. I just know I was going down. And that's when she found me. I'm not afraid anymore, no. She said, you know, I always had you, babe. Just waiting for you to find what you were looking for. And it came upon me wave on wave. You're the reason I'm still here. Am I the one you were sent to save? Came upon me wave on wave. Wave on wave. And it came upon me wave on wave. You're the reason I'm still here, yeah. Am I the one you were sent to save? Came upon the wave on wave. Clouds broke and the angels cried. Ain't gotta walk alone, no. That's why they put me in your way. Came upon me wave on wave. Oh, there you go, folks. It's my first show right here. Come on back. Show me some more. Christina, come on. Christine, let's go. Where you at? I can't see you. Oh, thing's freaking out. It's probably because my kids are home and they're using up the interweb. Well, thank you. I see you. Crystal Ray, thank you. I'm glad to be an inspiration. No, this will not be my last show here, for sure. Anyway, love to all.
If you enjoyed that video and want to watch it live, head to www.pildoralive.com to get your free membership today and join us in daily live classes surrounding sustainability, mindfulness, and positive environmental impact. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a beautiful day. Bye.